Dynamic stretching. So we're going to move the muscles through a range of motion, okay? We're not necessarily going to stay at the end range, but we're going to try and move towards the end range of muscles. So when it lengthens, it's pulled to length. We're going to start with the neck, left ear to left shoulder, gently down, open up the right hand side. You can drop that shoulder as you do so, over to the opposite side, moving one side to the other. Tick-tocking, left to right and right to left. Let's keep it going. Gently, gently, stretching out those muscles, connecting into the lateral side of the neck, allowing you to bend your neck. Really, really good for neck health. The cervical spine benefits from this. We're also helping out the nerves that come out of the cervical spine. Keep it going. Gentle movements, left to right and right to left. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chin to chest. Okay, first bring it down. Opens up the back of the neck. Raise the chin. Opens up the front of the neck. We're going to go from front to back, tick-tocking, opening up the front line of tissue there at the neck and the cervical spinal musculature at the posterior side, the muscles tapering into the skull, the erector spinae group, upper trapezius, splenius capitis, cervices. Quite a lot going on there. Gently, gently, forward and back. Okay, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Now, we're going to look diagonally down over the left side of our body down. So if you've got your foot planted, you look into the side of the left foot. So roll the shoulders back, look down. Okay, lower your right shoulder as you do so. Lift the shoulder, come back up, down and up, down and up. Make sure that shoulder goes down as you nod. We're increasing the line or the length between the right ear and the right shoulder. Keep it going for me. You'll feel a stretch. It's a dynamic movement, so we're not staying in it. It's helping here, that shoulder's pushed back as well. It's helping to stretch out the tissues, not only connecting into the spine, so you've got the scalenes, you've got the vagus scapula, upper trapezius at the back there. The nerves are also being pulled as well with it, okay? So remember that. There's so much more than just the muscles that we're moving when we stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side. Left shoulder. It's going to come up as my ear comes into the middle and then goes down as I look over, lengthening that tissue. Gently. 1. Do 10 of these, okay? I'll count down from 5 when we get there. Keep it going. Looking down over to the right on the floor. Lower that shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax there. Okay, think about the shoulders themselves now. So we've moved side flexion, forward flexion, diagonal as well. So we've done most of this, the musculature that's tapering into the neck. We're going to do one more actually at the head. I want you to do the motion whereby you're going to look around a clock face. So imagine a clock face. Your head's in the middle. You're looking up at 12, looking to 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it rolling around. It's just going to keep it dynamic. You'll feel it move from front to back. So as my head goes forward, I can feel it through the back musculature, over that right front side there. It feels really good, this one. I quite like this. Such a gentle, simple thing to do, but quite nice and therapeutic for all the tissues. Tapering into the neck, allowing us to move in this fashion. Look up all the way up to 12 and then reverse it. Go back. 12, 11, 10, 9. All the way down, around. Keep it going. Nice, gentle movements. Mobilizing all the soft tissues of that neck. All the way up. Down to the bottom. One more. Head forward and relax. We're going to take it into the shoulders, the anterior and posterior side here. Okay, chest musculature is going to stretch out as well, and the upper back in the thoracic spinal area too. Easy stretch. Arms go back, hands splay. You can see they stretch behind me. It opens up my chest. I can look up if I want to as well. I'm opening up completely through this front line. I'm going to swing my arms forward into a hugging fashion. Right arm goes across to the left shoulder, left arm across there, and to the right there, holding it. Okay, swing back. We're going to do it in a swinging fashion. Watch what happens to my arms. I'm alternating. Left arm on top, right arm on top. I'm not going to stay holding, I'm just going to swing back and forth. Allowing the momentum to stretch out the chest at the front, opening up the musculature there, pectoralis major, minor, anterior deltoid being stretched. As we reach back, the biceps are being lengthened too. As we come into the hug, we're stretching out the posterior part of the shoulder there, posterior deltoid, the rhomboids, all being mobilized. Blood's starting to flow to the tissues, it's warming them up and get you ready for any activities you have planned this evening. If none, then you're just doing your body some good. Keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax there. Now, you may feel a bit of tension in the shoulders from that, but that's the lactic acid building up because we had to hold those arms up to get into that hug. Don't worry about that, it'll dissipate. It's really important to remember that. Next one, we're going to do some lateral raises here. So watch what happens. My hands are just coming behind the bottom there as if I want to slap my butt there, okay? You don't need to slap the butt unless you feel the need. Come down, okay? Thumbs up. My thumbs go up all the way up to the top. Fingertips coming together. I'm going to bend my knees to show you there, okay? So if I come down into this position, hands come there. So from the back up, fingertips coming together. Keeping it, palms forward. So let's do it together. From behind, ready? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep it going. I'm going to keep going. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, we're mobilizing the latissimus dorsi as we go up, okay? We're taking those arms to length, trying to get the muscles warm on the side as well. As we drop down and reach back, we're taking it almost into an extended position back, slight stretch on the anterior deltoid. From there, we're going to keep going with this. We're going to go into the upper back, very, very easy. We did a similar stretch this morning. You're going to reach out in a prayer-like fashion. So hands together, push, round the upper back. Once in that rounded upper back position, you're going to turn your hand over, raising the right shoulder, twisting the hands as far as you feels comfortable. So if I bring it closer, watch the hands. I'm going to go towards my right now, twisting the left hand on top, left shoulder rides high. You'll feel it pull all the way through the lateral side there with a rounded upper back. So let's do it. Remember, round the upper back. Hold that position. Right hand goes over, right shoulder rises. Hold it. Deep breath. Come back onto the other side. And again. Keep going for me. So I'm adding a deep breath as I'm going into the stretch. Relaxing out. And again. Stick with it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax those arms down. Now we're going to go into a dynamic movement called Blackburns. The hands are going to come out to the side. So the elbows parallel to the shoulder, right angle at the elbows. Watch what I'm going to do here. Palms forward, they go behind the head. I push back with the shoulders. Open up the chest. Come out. Hands go out to the side. Watch what happens. I rotate down. Thumbs go down. Knuckles facing forward. Behind the back into internal rotation. Okay, bring those hands up as high as is comfortable to the middle of the back there. It's going to take those arms through, stretching out the rotator cuffs. Back up. Elbows come up. Okay. Hands go out straight, rotate the thumbs. So from this position down, rotate up, behind the head. We're going to repeat that now, moving from the top, behind the head, down through to the back, and up. So gentle movements, bending the arm, open up the chest, out, down, and in. Keep it going for me, becomes much more fluid. Remember to push back those elbows, open up the chest, really warming up the rotator cuffs, taking them into a stretch position, into the back there. Open up that chest, keep it going. Do 4 more. Keep going. Good. And again, behind the back, open up chest, down, round, and relax. There, good. Next, I want you to think about mobilizing the whole shoulder here. Very, very easy. Think about your childhood when we used to like our swing the arms in a circular motion. You're going to bring the hands up through the frontal plane, over, around and back. So you're just going to gently do some big, big loops. Move from the front, open up the arms as if you're doing a back crawl in the swim pool with both arms going at the same time. Be a bit weird, but I don't think it's unheard of. I'm sure I'm seeing 1 or 2 people doing it. Keep it going. Really easy one here. Doesn't need much explanation. It's opening up the shoulders at the front and the chest, and then sweep down, then open up the back. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax there. You're going to feel it in the shoulders a little bit here as well. Don't worry about that. They need to work to lift the arms. Now, moving the opposite way. So we're going to sweep up this time and back, as if we're doing a back crawl type swim. Okay, or forward actually. What am I doing? Reverse it. Take it down and over into... Clearly like punishing myself twice. This isn't punishment. It's good for the body, I promise. So we're going into a butterfly type swimming position here with the arms swinging forward. Imagine if you're a good swimmer. I certainly can't do this in a pool, but the arms are sweeping forward, driving us through, and I'm pretty sure that anyone that does butterfly will say, this isn't it, but this is the closest thing I can imagine throwing the arms forward to do. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, the challenge is on now. Let's see what coordination you've got. Watch what happens. One arm's going to go one way, the other's going to the other. So here, hands out in front. Left arm goes down, right arm goes foot up. So we're going to alternate, okay? See if you can keep on going the opposite ways. I'm going to count down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Usually people find that they end up doing the same direction. Let's do the opposite. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up. On the other side, ready? Let's go. 1. I nearly did it myself. Okay, it's really good for your nervous system and coordination. And we're also mobilizing the tissues of the chest and the posterior shoulder as well. Let's keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax those shoulders there. Good. Now, we think about the spine. What I want you to think about is the rounding of the shoulders and the opening of the shoulders. So when you think about that, rounding forward is protracted and we're retracting backwards. So protraction and retraction, taking it back. Now, think about this. Use your hands. If I roll out, hands starting forward. If I roll my palms out, thumbs, I can roll those shoulders back. Squeezing into the rhomboids, open up chest, bring it forward, bring the head down, round the upper back for me, okay? So we open up, breathe in, and forward, round the upper back. Repeat. I'm going to count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 there. Good. So we should have mobilized the chest and the upper back in that simple exercise there. Let's think about the lateral sides of the torso. Reaching over to the side. One of the easiest stretches you can do. I'm going to do it with my hands fixed on the side here because I want to feel it between the ribs and the hip there. So your obliques are going to stretch, a little bit of transverse abdominis. So to do this, left hand is going to sink down the side of my body there. Feel it rising there into a stretch on the right hand side. I've lifted the shoulder slightly. If you notice there, I've actually hiked it to pull the tissue up to increase the stretch. So breathe in, onto the other side, and again to the left. Doesn't matter if you're out of sync with me. and you're doing it on your right, when I'm on my left, it doesn't matter. So long as you're ebbing and flowing from one side to the other, stretching out and mobilizing the lateral side of your torso. It's a really good, simple stretch. Keep it going. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 there. Good. Now, torso twists. We're going to twist the musculature of the spine. So think about the little muscles that interconnect each segment of your spinal column. Okay, you've got these muscles that turn the spine as well as the bigger muscle groups that do the same. We're going to twist by taking our hands out. So here I've got my fingertips together. Elbows out to the side, you can see I'm going to twist towards my left hand side, rotating, breathing in, middle over to the right. Just nice gentle movements, left to right and right to left, moving as far as your torso permits. Now, if you've got any complaints at the knee, then I'm happy for you to lift the foot and turn as well. It'll help take the stress off the knee as you turn, looking around. You'll find you'll have more rotation through the hip as well. Okay, going from right to left and left to right, moving one direction to the other, feeling it move at the spine, feeling the torso twist. You'll feel it pull through the musculature on one side while the opposite side contracts to turn you. Keep that going for me. Nice gentle movements. If you look with the eyes, you'll turn further. There's a little experiment if you want to be a bit cheeky, a bit like me with the lemons and a 2-year-old child, then you can look the opposite way. So as you go towards your left, if you look right, you won't turn as far. You will not turn, but if I turn my head, I turn further. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 there. Good. Keeping it with the back, okay? Let's think about what the back does as well. It goes into forward flexion, doesn't it? One of the things I know that clients are very fearful of is taking the body into forward flexion. If anything, leaning at the hip here is very, very hard. One of the things we do need though is the ability for the back to round and slump. Now when we're sleeping in a chair, well, I mean, I lived in London for a year, and when I was on the underground, you'd find me inevitably slumping forward and absolutely shattered on a return journey after uni. Okay, so slumping down is quite common. All I want you to do is lower the head down, nothing more than that. Feel comfortable. Now I'm happy for you to use a chair if you need to. Back of the chair, lean on it. Okay, slump forward and bring yourself back up, using your hand to support yourself, bringing yourself back up. All we're trying to do here is lengthen the column, spinal column, allowing gravity to do a lot of the work here. So you're going to go down all the way and then just gently roll, unfurling the back as you come back up. Chin to chest, rolling down, all the way down. Nice, slow, gentle movements, and then unfurling back up into a standing position. And again, we'll do a few more of these. Down, come back up. You don't need to go down as far as I am. If you struggle standing, do it on a chair. Imagine doing your laces up. I'm keeping the knees extended. I can feel the stretch through the hamstrings as well. I'm going to do one more, all the way down, coming back up there, and relax. Good. Sticking with the hips. If we go down a bit further, we've got lateral side here, lateral side there. Your gluteus maximus sits in there. Let's kick that leg out to the side. Teres minor, that's up at the back. What am I about? Tensor fasciae latae is there as well. Okay, a little muscle, very important muscle that tapers into the IT band. That gets tight and the glutes tight. You can feel very tight IT band and lateral knee pain. Let's do an exercise for that. Right leg skips behind the left, okay? You can see I've done that. Watch the leg, it goes behind. Get your balance. I don't mind if you lean on a wall or put your hand on a chair for balance here. We're going to do something whereby we kick the hip out, so out to the side. Watch what happens, it goes out to the side. To add a bit more length to all of this, as my hip goes out, I'm going to reach. So going to the side, 1, come back up gently, 2, stretching that lateral side, feel that hip move out. Reminder for those people who have had any surgery recently on that hip, this might not be the stretch for you. Okay, so be mindful of your hip. If you've got any hip complaints, especially those that have had a hip replacement, be very, very careful. This is for anyone that suffers with tight IT band, tight glutes, TFL on the side there. We'll do 3 more. Ready, 2 and 1. Good. Onto the other side. Come up standing. Left leg goes behind. It's going to cock itself right behind that right leg. Notice I've switched them. I've scissored it across. Right leg's over on the left hand side. That opens up that hip there. As I lean in towards my right, my left arm comes up, adds a stretch from latissimus dorsi there, through the obliques, into the tissues on the left hand side, come up. And again, gently moving that hip out, reaching up and over, creating almost like a half moon, a crescent moon. Crikey, you think it's Friday the way I'm speaking today. And again, keep going. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1 there. Good. Okay, so we've opened up not just the lateral side here, which we've already done in a previous stretch. We're opening up the hip from the side here, all the way through that IT band to the knee. Really important. Now, let's think about what's going on in the glutes here. There's some very, very easy stretches. Lots of them involve bringing the knee towards the chest, okay? Because it's dynamic, we can do it in a different way. I'm going to use the chair for support. So you people who struggle with balance, or you're not very confident on one leg, have a chair to the side of you, okay? All I'm going to do here is work on the right hand side. I'm going to bring that leg forward into a kick, sweep it back, okay? So as it comes forward, it's like a pendulum on a clock, just swinging back and forth. What happens is as it goes forward, we're stretching at the glutes at the back. As we go back, we're stretching at the hip flexor. Here's a very gentle swing. That might be enough for some people. If you need more of a stretch, then you're going to kick up higher, bringing it forward and back, like a pendulum on the clock. So as you kick it forward, the glutes will start to stretch with the knee straight. You'll feel it into the glutes and the hamstrings as well. Okay, nice. Mine's going up to about 90 degrees at the hip there. I'm quite happy with that. If I do it straight on there, you'll see right leg up all the way, taking it up as high as is comfortable. As I sweep it back, I get a hip flexor stretch then on that right hand side, sweeping it through. So you can see there it stretches the hip flexor as the hip goes back into extension. Raising that leg, it's a nice mobilizer of the hip flexors, the glutes at the back, and the hamstrings. So multiple muscle groups being stretched here. We count down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On to the other side. You don't need to use the chair, by the way. If you don't want the chair, you can do it with single leg. But I would suggest pressing, or just for balance, pressing up against the wall, putting your hand on a table or work surface to help. It's a much, much easier exercise when swinging that hip. I've tried it myself standing on one leg. It's very hard. Okay, keep it going. Moving the opposite leg into extension and flexion. Flexion at the front, extension at the back. It's really, really good for you people who are trying to keep mobile, going out for those long walks. Maybe you like to run or you like to jog. Really good warm up here, mobilizing the front and the back musculature of the leg. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax there. So this is not necessarily about flexibility, okay, in this dynamic session, okay, the active stretches. What we're looking to do is just lengthen the tissues. If you've been sitting down for a lot of the time today, then the tissues would have been held in a set length, okay? We need to move them like an elastic band, taking them through a range of motion. That's what we're doing now. Now, an alternative stretch to that is where we do kick-ups to the right-hand side, almost like a Frankenstein type walk. Right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot. I want you to try this exercise here. We're not looking for you to tap the hand. If you can't reach out, all I'm looking for is that leg to come up, raising the hand as well, just gently to give you a target to go towards. Imagine being Frankenstein, okay? I'm going to kick higher. I'm mobilizing the hamstrings. As I do so, I'm trying to bring my toes towards the shin. You can do this one without support, okay? Marching away. If you're struggling with this, take yourself down to a seated position and just kick out at the knee, just mobilizing the quads for me instead of the hip flexors. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There. Okay, let's think about the other muscle groups of the leg. I didn't mention the glutes. Let's not forget the glutes. Easy one for me. I say for me because I know it's blooming difficult for a lot of other people out there, especially standing on one leg. So, one way you can get around it, find a wall, lean against the wall, gives you balance. We're going to alternate from right to left here for the glutes. Gluteus maximus, okay, medius is going to be slightly stretched as well. Knee to chest, right knee comes up, pull. Onto the other side, left knee, pull. Marching type fashion, alternating right to left, left to right, working on your balance, pulling that knee in, mobilizing the glutes, and the attachment at the hamstrings at the back. Both muscle groups being pulled to length there. Working right to left and left to right. Really good little exercise here, especially if you're somebody who loves your walking, like I said, jogging or running. Even for cyclists, we're opening up the glutes at the back and the attachment at the hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Variation of that. If you're up for it, you can try it. If not, wait, try the next exercise. Knee to opposite chest. It's a chest hug. All we're going to do, right leg comes up. So I'm going to bring it up, take it across and down. So right leg, watch, up, across, down. Left leg, up, across, down. A bit more of a stretch through the glute there, particularly gluteus medius. Leg comes across the opposite side. Left leg, right chest, right knee, left. Need a bit of strength here to pull that leg across. Okay, not looking to feel any discomfort in the groin. Again, put your back against the wall if you need to. Perch your bottom on something if you need to keep the balance. I recommend trying to do this without help because it's working on proprioception as well and your ability to stand on one leg. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1 there. Moving down the legs now. We're going to go into the quadriceps. We've already warmed them up with the leg swings. Watch what we do here. I'm going to use the chair for support here. Right leg is the one I'm going to work on. Knee comes up to chest. Right hand comes over the shin on the right side. I'm going to take it back. Pull into extension there. I'm not bringing my heel to bum. I'm not trying to compress the knee at the back there. I'm taking it back behind me, feeling a stretch through rectus femoris, through the quadriceps to the hip flexor. As it comes down, I'm happy for you to take it to this position. I'm going to bring it up to chest, take it back, relax, come back up and repeat. Let's count down. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Onto the other side, left leg. Remember, bring it up first. It makes it much easier to take it through to this stretch. Grab it at the ankle, take it back, almost creating a bow-like structure here, stretching out the front side there into the abs. Back up, stretch. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let the leg down and relax there. Okay, so we've mobilized the quads now. Let's think about going into the hamstrings, targeting them specifically. What I want you to do here is think about how your hamstrings feel. Do they feel tight through the middle, the outside edge, or the inside? Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to vary it. If you're feeling it through the middle, or just generally through the hamstrings, just put that leg out in front, toe up towards the shin, lean down, reach down. Here, my right hand's just stretching down towards the foot, focusing on that right hand side. Watch. If you're feeling tight on the inside, I'm going to pop that leg out to the side. Notice that it's diagonal. It's just, if this is my midline, it's away from the midline, it's out right, pointing out diagonal right. I go down, reach, and I feel it then more towards the middle. Now, outside edge, hamstrings on the outside edge. Take it across the body. You're going to reach across there, the middle line. Go down, get your balance, go down. And if I rotate my torso, trying to touch the carpet on that side, I really feel it on the right hand side. You've got three versions there, depending on what you want to target. You choose your version, you go with it. Watch what we do to make it dynamic. Foot goes out, go down, touch, come back up, opposite leg, go down, touch, okay? In a repeated alternating fashion from right to left and left to right, I want you to try and target the side or the side of the hamstrings that feels most tight. If you just go down through to the frontal plane, that's fine. If you want to be targeted, like I mentioned, because you're feeling tight on the outside edge of that leg, you kick it across body and you twist there. Onto the other side, twist there. And then twist. Okay, and you can get your balance, bring that leg across, twist the torso, and you'll feel it. It's so powerful, that way of stretching. I'm going to count us down from 6 here, because we've done a few already. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There. Into the adductors. The muscles that attach the inside of the leg. They connect the groin to the leg, okay? They're the muscle groups that bring that leg across. They sweep your leg across the midline there. They adduct the leg. They also bring some stability to the leg when going down into a squat position, okay? So, or running, very, very important for stability. 22.5% of the leg, very important stretch out. Watch what I do. I'm just going to do a side lunge. I'm going to stretch out my right hand side by going to the left, just coming forward. Now, as I do this, watch what I do with my back. I split the leg, bend the left knee, I hinge. I'm just bringing the weight over the front slightly, and I can feel that through that left hand side, pushing my bottom back to stretch the posterior adductors there. Okay, so you try that for me. Split the legs, widen the shoulders width, stretch out to the side. You can lean on the legs there. 1, cross to the right hand side now, bend the right knee. My feet are facing forward. I can feel it there, gentle stretches. If you need a deeper stretch in the adductors, then split the legs further. Okay, going across from one side to the other, mobilizing the adductors. Doesn't have to be a deep stretch. What we're doing here is warming up the fibers of the adductor muscles, bringing blood flow. It's helping the heart as well. Gentle, gentle. If you need a chair, I've shown you before, pop that chair in front of you, lean on it, use it to push the body back up and help yourself to lower down. It's a great stretch. If you're not as flexible as me, just bend slightly one side and to the other. Just mobilizing the adductors on the right and left hand side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax there for me. Okay, getting there slowly. Down to Tibialis Anterior. I've done this a lot recently. I think it's a very important stretch. Again, use a chair for support if you need to. Watch what I do here. Right leg comes across left leg. I'm going to place the foot so it's laid side down. So my toes are tucked under and the bottom of my foot is not touching the ground, okay? If you had think about the knuckles of the toes, they're pressing in. All I'm going to do here now is push down. My left leg is behind the right. So right leg comes across, plant the foot. As I bend the left knee, it's going to pull this front side of the shin to length. Okay? We go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, keep it going, 5, 6, feels like ballet, 7, and I've done ballet before, so I don't know why I said that, 8, 9, 10. My wife would just absolutely lose it right now when I start talking about ballet, because I've never done it. Tell a lie, I've tried it when my daughter and her do it in the house. I look a little bit daft, but it's fun. Right knee behind the left, so I brought my left leg across. Look, I tuck the foot, knuckles curled under into flexion. The underside of the foot is not touching the ground. Okay, I'm just going to lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep it going, 8, 9, and 10. And relax there. Last muscle group, actively mobilize. We need to do this. Okay, think about your Achilles tendon at the back. Really easy. Take yourself into a split leg lunge here. My left leg's forward, right leg back. I've done it in such a way that my heel's off the ground, okay? If you extend the leg, you can put the heel down. Bend the back leg. So here my right leg's back, right knee slightly bent. It's lifted the heel off the ground. All I'm going to do now is sit my weight back without bending the knee. It's going to stretch the Achilles tendon, okay? So as I do that, I come forward, relax, extend the knee, come forward, sit back, stretch, come out and relax. Stretch, out, relax, bring it back in, stretch, okay? So what we can do here is shift the weight back, bring it forward, sit back and bring it forward. So you're adding more stress as we sit the weight back. As we lean forward, takes the stress off. Keep that knee bent. This makes it dynamic, okay? There's a number of ways to do this. I've shown you one way of extending the knee to take the stress off. In this way, I'm keeping it slightly in tension with the knee bent, moving my weight backwards to feel that stress on the Achilles, okay? A little bit more dynamic there, gently moving in and out. You can use the left leg to bend and straighten, increasing the weight on the tendon at the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On to the other leg. Split the legs. Left leg back, bend it at the knee, make sure the heel's off the ground. Okay, right knee, I'm just going to lean forward, takes a bit of the stress off. Go back, sit back, keep that knee bent. As the weight goes back, you'll feel the stress on the Achilles at the back there, okay? Make sure you got your balance. You can use a chair if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how slow it is. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 there. And believe it or not, we have come to the end of our dynamic stretch session performed standing. So it goes to show that you do not need to take yourself to the ground if you do not want to. You can stretch the majority of the major muscles of the body all done standing. So if you're out and about and you're stuck and you feel the muscles tightening down anywhere through the areas we've worked on today, then you've got the skills to help yourself. Make them yours, okay? Take ownership of what is happening to the body. The more you learn, the more you'll be able to manage things yourself. And that's what I'm looking for. Every client that comes to my clinic, I try to teach them how to look after themselves. And that's what it's all about. All right? You're not going to get it immensely wrong that you're going to hurt yourself. If it hurts, you stop. If it feels good, then you can bet your bottom dollar it is bloody good, okay? So keep doing it for me, guys. Look after yourself. Make the most of your bodies while you can. Let's keep ourselves fit, healthy and mobile during these quite testing times, and hopefully one day after all this is over I'll get to see you guys and maybe work with you in a more hands-on way. Anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to be here with me at 4 o'clock this afternoon, sorry. Hopefully I'll see some of you for tomorrow's session at 10 a.m. If you enjoyed it, if you have any questions, you can comment, you can ask those questions. I promise I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you think people will benefit from it, just share the video. See you soon, guys. Lots of love. Bye-bye.